This task was even more difficult because he did not know exactly, there's a picture of him, where the Hesperides were. So he had to hunt all over the known world and even into the unknown world. At first he went the wrong way, to the east, as far as the Caucasus Mountains, where Prometheus, the great Titan who gave fire to mankind, was still bound to the icy rock, still suffering terrible torments. Here, the anger of Hercules at the Titan's unjust fate was a righteous anger, and here perhaps he did his greatest deed, though it is not officially ranked with the 12. He set Prometheus free. Only the strongest man in the world, not even a god, could have done that. Hercules even proved to be a successful diplomat. He persuaded Zeus to take Prometheus back again and treat him kindly and receive him well at Olympus. Prometheus wished to return the favor as best he could. He counseled Hercules to find Atlas, his brother, and ask him where the apples were, since the Hesperides were his daughters. Hercules did so. He found the old Titan on his mountain in northwest Africa, holding up the sky. Hercules, in a friendly way, greeted him and asked directions. Atlas said regretfully that the exact location of the garden was a secret. But, he said, just hold up the sky for me, and I'll get the apples for you. Hercules agreed, and took the skies on his shoulders, while Atlas, delighted to be free, ran off to fetch the apples. Holding up the heavens was a tough chore even for Hercules, and he began to wonder if perhaps he had made a mistake. But Atlas was true to his word. He brought the apples back. A little wistfully, he asked if he might deliver them to Eurystheus. But Hercules was afraid that if Atlas went off with the apples, he would never come back, and then Hercules would have to hold up the skies until the end of time. So he asked the giant to hold up the sky for just a minute while he eased his shoulders. After all, he told him, even strong men need to rest. Atlas was not smart like his brother Prometheus. He had no foresight. So he agreed. Hercules put the sky back on the Titan's shoulders, picked up the apples, and took them back to Eurystheus. For his 12th labor, Hercules was required to go down to Hades and fetch up Cerberus, the 3-headed dog who guarded the door. Pluto was willing to loan out his dog for a while, but forbade Hercules to use weapons. So the hero grabbed the dog in his hands and gave him several good squeezes until he was tamed. Then he carried him to the upper world, showed him to Eurystheus, and brought him back. With that, Hercules' labors were done. Beyond the myth. How do the later labors show that Hercules is growing in maturity, perception, and judgment? 2. Compare Hercules' encounters with Prometheus and Atlas. Identify Hippolyta, Gyrion, Atlas, Pillars of Hercules, Apples of the Hesperides, Cerberus. Define brusque, foresight. Locate on a map Aegean Sea, Mediterranean Sea, Caucasus Mountains, Spain, Atlantic Ocean, Africa, Asia Minor, Turkey, Pillars of Hercules, Gibraltar, and Atlas Mountains.